Sir, in the previous session, we created a data flow and write output into sync cache, and we enabled one option, right, to output activity, right to activity output. Hello, right to output activity. After that, from this data flow to, we passed value to the variable. Okay. Now, same thing, data flow 1 to variable. Now, variable to data flow 2 into parameter of data flow 2. Okay. This value I will pass into this one, then I will use into this data flow 2. So this activity we are going to do. So for this, for second data flow, you need to apply a parameter to catch that value. Okay. Just see it, the practical part of it. Fresh data flow I am going to define a new data flow. I am giving a name. A simple name where to df I am giving. Here for this data flow, I am going to apply a parameter. The parameter value comparison value. Data type I am giving as integer, because based on the numeric value I want to do some comparisons. But variable data type previously string data type. So to check data flow itself here, I am fixing some default value which is 0. Okay. So here into this, the average value which has been kept at a variable, I want to pass into this. Same input data or other different data set you can give. Still here also same data set, because I don't have second data set, I'm giving same data set. It's a normal physical data set, ds underscore emp. I'm comparing the projection, checking the projection. Salary should be as integer now. Okay. So here I'm going to apply filter. I want to take the rows which are greater than comparison value. Suppose comparison value is going to get average salary. That means I want to take all the rows, all the employees greater than average salary. But average salary already computed by other data flow. Why you need to compute again here? Got it. That's why I'm trying to reuse that. So here from the filter condition. Opening the expression builder. My condition salary greater than or equals to that parameter value. Of course, in this, for the parameter, I fixed a value 0. So to test here. So how to take that parameter value? Click on parameter. If I click this, a dollar comparison value you will get. Generally in the pipeline, to take the parameter, if it is dataset parameter, @ dataset dot parameter name. If it is pipeline at the rate pipeline dot pipeline parameter. But data flow parameter style is like this. Dollar comparison value. Understood this? Now, just click on refresh here. Whether this condition is working here or not, you can check it. So in this, within this data flow, the default value for the parameter, which is 0. The default value is fixed. All values are greater than 0. That's why all the 5 rows I will be getting. But in case, just imagine your average salary is 1 lakh. What rows you are expecting? 1 lakh 20, 1 lakh 40. Only these rows you are expecting. So for that purpose, you applied a filter over here. Your filter is perfectly running. I want to write this output into a physical file. That's why here I'm going to take a sync. The sync data type. The sync I am selecting now. DS underscore output. Under settings, I'm configuring output to single file, set single partition. The file name. EMP. Above average. Above compare value. Okay. All configurations are ready. Check the inspector once again. ID, name, salary, gender, department number. All columns we are right. This is my data flow. Data flow has a parameter, comparison value. Okay. This data flow I am going to use in my pipeline. Already your pipeline has 2 activities. One more I am going to take. Sorry. This variable to data flow, I am going to take over here. I am connecting these two things. This data flow, the first data flow is writing output into cache. Cache output is taken by set variable. Set variable you are going to pass into parameter of second data flow. Understand? Now check it. I'm going to configure second data flow. I selected that. Go to the parameters. Just select this, go to parameters. What is that parameter value? Comparison value. Already default value is set, that is 0. I don't want 0 here. I want that value to be taken from this. What you have to give? Data flow expression or pipeline expression? Pipeline expression, because now you are in pipeline. If you are in data flow expression you can give. Okay. Already variable is here. This value I am taking. At the rate variables, how to take variable value at the rate variables of that variable name. Got it. The variable value is compare value, parameter value, comparison value. Compare value, comparison value. Compare value is variable, comparison value is parameter. I just have taken into this one. But what is the data type of variable? String. But what parameter expecting? Parameter expecting integer. Again, computational problem you will get or not. That's why convert into integer. Sir, if it is, remember, don't get confused. If you are in data flow expressions, to convert into integer to integer. If you are in pipeline expression, just int of. Understand? If you don't know, go for the functions. Okay? Go for the functions. Now your work is conversion. If it is conversion, go for conversion functions. There are different functions. Check for int. Float. Int is the function. Same thing if you are in data flow, to integer, to string, to float, like that you have to convert. Here I am just calling integer. Int of. Int. Work is done. This is what the expression you have. So already within this data flow, what is the first activity? For the first transformation. In the second data flow, what is the first transformation? Source. Second transformation, filter. In the filter, what is the condition? Salary greater than or equals to dollar. Salary greater than or equal to dollar comparison value. What is that comparison value? The value which is passed from variable. What is that variable value? The average salary. Understood or not? Okay, now I am going to run this flow. It is asking this to be executed by integration runtime or debug. Continue with debug cluster. If you select this, integration runtime will implement this execution. Bad performance. If you go with this, execution by Spark. That's why continue with debug cluster. Still not started. Now started, sir. Work is in progress. Please check. Total how many activities now? 3 activities. 2 data flows, between them 1 variable. So this is use case of setting up a variable. First data flow completed. Second activity set variable completed. Now it is taking value from the variable. Variable value is average salary. All the employees above to the average salary, it is writing into output file. Completed. Now go to the data flow and check it. Sorry, data lake and check it. Where is our data lake? Here. This is our input container. Go to the output. What is the name you have given for the sink? EMP above compare value. What value should be there? All employees above average salary. Just check it. Not all the employees above average salary employees only should be there. What is your average salary previously? You just check it here. Go to the data flow. 1. Open it. Just run the preview. 1,06,000. Check the output. All the employees who are above to 1,06,000. That is Mr. 104 and 105. Got this? Understood how different data flows are communicating. Okay. So by using this variables and also this, I can use parameter, but parameter value cannot be changed within a pipeline. But variable value, if necessary, it can be changed. Understood this point, sir? So finally, tell me, based on this today entire summary, last 2 sessions and this session, give me summary. What is the difference between first, come back from yesterday class? What is the limitation of caching within data flow? You want to use it into other. First step, you have to write that caching as activity output. That activity output should be captured into variable. Understood? Into variable. Once it is written into variable, next data flow can take it in parameter of data flow. Now my question, difference between variable activity. Okay, only pipeline point of view I'm speaking. Difference between pipeline variable, pipeline parameter. A parameter holds value, external values. Okay. External values are passed into the parameters. Suppose if I create a parameter for data set, within that data set level only you can use that parameter. That is point number 1. Second point, you cannot change that value. Got it? But variable lives in entire pipeline. If pipeline has 100 activities, any activity can use that variable. Can I use a data set parameter in data flow parameter? You cannot. Data set parameter scope is data set only. Data flow parameter scope is data flow only. Understood? On the same style, if I create a parameter for linked service, the scope is only for that linked service. But variable, anywhere in the pipeline that you can use. And also small point attached. I have 100 different pipelines. For all the 100 different pipelines, I want a variable. The variable should be accessed at any pipeline. At that time, you have to go for global parameters. Generally, the system variables are global parameters. System variables comes under most of system, not all the things, most of system variables comes under global parameters. Global. Understood? Not variable, not parameter, variables. Global variables. Okay? So you can use it in pipeline 1, pipeline 2, pipeline 3, anywhere like that. All of you understood this? Okay. Now, today we go for the 4th session also with a special task. All of you online team, please disconnect the meeting and rejoin immediately.